Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review another Trailer Park Boys movie, a brand new one on Netflix called Don't Legalize It, 2014. Because I heard about it, and I remember Diane was talking about it, and we talked about some on the hangout we had, what is it, Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. And she said it was their best one, and we were talking about it, and I dedicated this video to her. Man, it's a good movie. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It starts out with them all going to this dump. And unfortunately, Ricky's dad passed away, and they did a funeral, and they had a funeral for him, and it's probably one of the funniest funerals you ever seen. Because they had like funeral scenes, like a traditional funeral scene, like you've seen comedy and stuff like that. One of the best ones you'll see. But this one is completely different from anyone I've ever seen before. In the dump, there's a you know how they have like the gun salutes? The military, they do one like that. It's really good. And then you find out later on that Ricky's in a subdivision and he's growing marijuana. And they find out that Canada's playing on legalizing marijuana. They're going to have these parliament meetings in parliament to help legalize marijuana. He wants to go there. And you see, he goes to this one higher class suburban like neighborhood. It's like a subdivision. And you see at the bottom, he has his own place, and it's filled with marijuana. He's growing dope at this place. He said he couldn't do it in the trailer park because Mr. Lady would be all over him, but he's doing it in a subdivision. And his dad said, "Don't ever stop growing dope," and stuff like that. That's one of his last words his dad said to him. And also, we find out that Julian's back in business again, and he's selling piss from this military base. And this one military guy's helping him, and they said that they call the military guy helping him his piss jump. And you see, like, you know, they have the urinal, and they have like a secret, it's like a secret compartment. They go back there, and they have like these tubes, and they fill these giant bottles, these giant water bottles with the pee. And it's pretty funny. And then you find out that Mr. Leahy's stealing trash from Julian, and you find and it's filled with cocks. Or dildos, but in the movie they say cocks. And they say meth cocks, and then they said piss cocks, or piss dildos, or piss penises, with a wire tubing and stuff like that. So, I mean, they hooked it up, you know, to the fake pee, and then they can pee, you know. And it's funny because some of them are different colors and stuff like that. Can you imagine a white guy, or you know, just different colors depending, you know, it's pretty funny. And that's cool. My reflections on my shades right there. This is a very entertaining movie, very good, and you find out that Bubbles got a letter that said his parents passed away, unfortunately, and they left him a house and some lakefront property in Kingston. Remember, this is all in Canada, and they said they've been having a tough time trying to reach him, and there's a deed and stuff like that. And they said they has to get there as soon as possible, or they're going to end up putting up for auction, and all the property he has right there too. And Mr. Leahy is trying to get Julian in trouble. He buys some cocaine from one guy, Cyrus, and he's trying to hook up, he's thinking of ways to get Julian back in jail. Okay. Now, the one thing about Bubbles I forget to mention is he was living under, he was with J-Rock, the guy who thinks he's a rapper, the white guy who thinks he's a rapper. And he's pretty funny, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it found out that he was letting Bubbles live under his porch. And they have a really cool set of underneath the porch where Bubbles was living with his beautiful little kitty. Because he likes kitties, which is awesome. And, man, and the whole thing ends up being like a road trip with Ricky wanting to go to Ottawa, and he has a car that only goes in reverse, right? And what happens is Julian ends up having like getting this RV, and Bubbles ends up working for him kind of, and he says that if you help me go to Ottawa with that, it's $6,000 to help sell the pee, and then we'll go to Kingston, and Ricky ends up going with him, and it's a road trip, and then ends up what happened is Mr. Leahy's following them, and he has the cocaine with him, and he sets up the cocaine underneath the RV, and he kind of violates. If you ever watch Scarface, he violates Scarface's golden rule: don't get high on your own supply. And I don't want to give anything else away. I mean, it's a setup to what happens. And no spoilers. I try not to give any spoilers away. I'll tell you what, this is consistently funny, very funny, very. They spent more money on it. Very clever sets. They have a bunch of really great sets in the movie, and this is their best movie as far as I'm concerned. Diane says it's their best movie. I think it's their best movie. On RottenTomatoes.com, like 87% of the people liked it, and a lot of people said it's their best movie, and I really think it is their best movie. They spent a little more money on it. It's a little more, it had a little more of a bigger budget look to it, and it really helps out the movie. And the comedy is very funny, very funny. I mean, I did like 3 other reviews of their stuff, and I think this is their best movie by far. So, if you get a chance, please check out Trailer Park Boys Don't Legal on Netflix. 2014, brand new movie. It really is their best movie I've seen. I'm giving this a solid 10 out of 10. It's really awesome. So until next time, check out Trailer Park Boys Don't Legal It, and take care, my legion, and got a new haircut. Take care, everybody.